At any given time in any class, whether it's face-to-face or online in any modality, you will probably need students to sign up for something. They might be signing up for a group project, or they might be signing up to see a particular guest speaker that you're having speak to your class. In a face-to-face class, it's easy enough to pass around the yellow legal pad and pen and say, all right, sign up for your choice. You can also create a shared Google document or shared document via OneDrive, post that link inside Brightspace, and go from there. Or you can use the groups tool in Brightspace to create your groups, to create a sign-up area, as well as to create tools, for example, group discussion boards, and a locker where students can share documents based on what that group is doing. So here's how you create a sign-up sheet using the Groups tool in Brightspace. You go to the top in the nav bar and you're going to click on Groups. And when you click on Groups, you'll see a page that looks pretty bare, and you'll see Manage Groups and New Category and Categories. So I'm going to click on New Category, and a category is simply the file folder that holds your groups for that particular category, hence the name. So in this case, I'm going to call it Guest Speakers. I can have a description here, and then I have 3 different options for self-enrollment or sign up, because you want students to sign up, right? So it's going to be self-enrollment. So you can say groups of 3. And so in that case, you can say, all right, Brightspace, I want to create groups, but I don't want to have more than 3 people per group. That's what this option is. So once 3 people have signed up for any particular group, no one else is allowed to sign up for that group, and they'll be giving just the options that are still open. The second choice you have for self-enrollment is number of groups, self-enrollment. So in this case, you might say, well, I have 3 guest speakers, so I'm going to have 3 groups. So that's what the number 3 would mean in this capacity. But a word of caution here, you could have all of your students sign up for the first guest speaker and no one sign up for the other 2 speakers, and then you don't have a balanced sign-up sheet, right? If you want something a little bit more balanced where you have a little bit more control of that, I would choose the third one, where you can say, look, number of groups, well, I have 3 guest speakers. So those, I am going to have 3 groups. And I want each one to have a capacity of 3 or a capacity of 5 or whatever it is that you're dividing up your class into those equal numbers. So you can certainly do that. So let's go ahead and choose that one. And so let's say I have number of users, and this number of users per group, it's not per class, okay? So let's say I want each group, I don't want each group to have more than 5 people, and I have 3 guest speakers, okay? For the group prefix, I'm just going to call it guest speaker for right now, and we can change that and add to that name for each group. And then I can set self-enrollment start dates where, all right, hey kids, self-enrollment's going to start on the 7th, and I can make it last for about a week, let's say, and you have from this time to this time. And also, for those of you who didn't see this or you didn't log into Brightspace or whatever it is, I'm going to assign you automatically to a group because you have an expiry date, okay? And so after this expiry date, students are not they can no longer sign up. And so you can click on this to make sure that everyone has a group, whether they hop on Brightspace and do it themselves, or you can get Brightspace to do it. You have some additional options down here at the bottom. And while it may not be applicable to guest speakers, it could be, but you can set up specific discussion areas just for each group. You can set up lockers for each group, and that's where students can upload group documents, for example, or shared files. And you can also set up assignments. And this option is really nice because it provides the option for instructors to choose, hey, I want each member of the group to turn something in, or you can also say, I only want one member of the group to turn something in to represent the whole group. Click Save. Now you can see underneath categories, I have my guest speaker category. And when you set up others, they will all be listed in this drop-down menu here. And now I'm going to change the name of each one to reflect the speaker's name. So instead of guest speaker number 1, perhaps I say guest speaker, I'll just use my name for lack of a better example. I'll pop, I'll speak to your class. I'm not sure about what, but, and then you could write a description about the guest speaker and click on save. Go to the second one, and you're going to get Rich Lanham to come in, okay, and hit save. I'm just going to pick on all my colleagues here. And whoops, wrong one. Let me hit cancel. And speaker number 3. Look here, and Christy. Get Christy to come in and speak. And click on save. So now we have 3 different guest speakers. You can see as students sign up, you'll see these numbers populate. And then if there are any assignments or discussions or a locker, if you create those for your students, you will see information applicable to those things. If you want to get rid of groups, you can select this box up in the left-hand corner and click on delete, but I'm not going to do that right now. So we want to let students know that they can sign up, and we want to provide them with a quick link to do so. So I think one of the best ways to do that is through the announcement. So I have my group for my guest speakers set up, and I'm going to go over to Course Home. And I want to let students know, hey, everybody, sign up. And I start a sign up sheet here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this drop down, and I'm going to say edit. And if you didn't say edit, you would just click on new announcement, and you can name it. And then from here, you can provide a quick link. So you can provide a description perhaps of each of your guest speakers if you want, or whatever you want to announce. And then click on this quick link option. And a quick link basically provides you with a link to any other file, course content that's within your Brightspace course. And so if you want them to take a survey that you've created, or if you want them to look at a rubric or quiz, or to take a quiz, for example, you would grab that link using the quick link and pop it into your announcement, or wherever you have one of these handy dandy HTML editors. So I'm going to click on this link here, and I'm over in this left-hand corner, clicking on the link. And for the groups, I'm going to click on self-enrollment groups. And really, this is our sign-up sheet, right? So I'm going to click on that, and I created the category guest speakers. And there you go with the link. You click on update. So now when students go to Course Home, they will see the guest speaker sign-up sheet, and they would click on the guest speaker link to sign up for the particular speaker of their choice. And that is how you create a sign-up sheet in Brightspace.